we go. All right, so business activity tracker we were talking about. So Beachbody has this system. It goes through exactly what you should do to work your business. And then I was kind of talking about this line, respond to all new likes, comments, or views. So you don't necessarily have to respond to every single person who likes your post, because if you have 90 people liking your post, that can feel anxiety provoking or overwhelming. However, if you're there saying like, oh, I don't know anyone who wants to do this business, and you're like whining about how you don't have enough people to talk to, like you do. So you have to go back and look at how many people liked or commented on your stuff. And then reach out to those people who are being consistent about commenting on your stories or whatever. So invite blank people to join the challenge group, learn about coaching. So I told Morgan, this is really cool. I don't use that step because I've not had to send one cold invite at all. Like no, hey girl messages, no, will you join my challenge group? Have you ever thought about coaching? None of that spammy bullshit, because in reality, you don't have to sell when you have other people's like heart and mission, like, you know, in their best interest, I should say. Like you don't have to sell a thing. So I've not sent one cold invite and I already hit Success Club, not because I was chasing a number. Like I'm going to hit Success Club 10 this month. And it's not because I was chasing a number. It's just because my heart is like in helping people. So that's important. So when it says, when you think of when I used to think of inviting, I used to think of like, oh, I got to send these like weird ass messages to people and like hope that they respond, and no one would respond. And I'd be like, well, why? Like I'm really good at what I do, but people don't give you the time to show you that, or for you to show them that you're good at what you do, or that you have their interests at heart when you start off with a spammy message. Like you have to build their trust and like connect, because you know, like think about how you would feel if you received that message. So I just build connections first. I just talk to anybody and everybody who wants to talk to me, and I don't even bring up Beachbody unless they do. So I think that's a really good policy we need to start employing. And I'm just sharing what works for me. Like, something I'm also changing with my business this year is like, I'm not a dictator. Like, I can't tell you how to like run your business. It's your business. Take ownership of your own stuff. I can give you the tools and I can tell you what I do that's successful, and you can copy me. Or if you think of something new and innovative that works, share it, because like I'm a student, I'm a lifelong student. I would love to learn something new. So don't feel like because I say something, it's gospel just because I'm your upline. Morgan teaches me something every day about marketing because that's what she does. I can teach you guys about heart arrhythmias and cancer medicine because that's what I do for a living. So like we have to always think outside the box. So, okay, I'm on my soapbox a lot. Let me move on. Follow-up is critical. Like, so make sure you're flagging those conversations. You can actually flag your conversations in Instagram. I don't know if you knew that, but I flag the ones who have asked me a question that I've not responded to, because nothing's worse than getting somebody excited about a challenge and then they ask you a question and you just like forget about them. Or like maybe you just like wanted to send somebody a link and you forget, and that's your own fault. Then don't complain that didn't hit Success Club. So that's connect, invite, follow up. That's kind of the meat and potatoes. Get people results. That's self-explanatory. Do personal development. That's self-explanatory. And then just track your weekly business results. And honestly, yes, you can track the numbers and it would be really cool to see the progression, but you don't even have to worry about the numbers if you're doing it right. And that's what I just learned. And it sounds silly that I just learned that like last month, or not learned it, but it just clicked. Like now it's working. So that's that. Now let's show you how I use Asana to track people. So you'll have like a blank screen. You just have to make a free account, and you can make a project. So I created like a team, and actually it's me and Rachel, my friend, helps me with some like virtual assistant stuff. So like I'll Venmo her to do like, so Rachel actually went to college with Morgan. Rachel Singer, or Sangonito now. So she she was a communications major. She does marketing for like a home development company. And she loves Beachbody, but she has zero interest in coaching. And that's fine. Like, I'm not going to push that. I do think she would be a great coach. And she has been a discount coach in the past. Because she loves the programs and the shakes, but like her coaching, while I think she would be good, she is not ready. So I need to like stop pushing it. So what we do now and how she helps me work my business and her passion project in a way is she's helping me with the marketing aspect of my health and fitness business. So like utilize your friends who have different skill sets and expertise. So Rachel, for me, she's helped me with some of my graphics. She's helped me just get organized. I do have like a MailChimp list. So like none of these things that you have to do right now, all you have to do is worry about helping people. Like, and all that other crap, we can always talk about writing a blog, and we can talk about doing an email list and all that stuff. All you need to do is just talk to people, get them results. That's all I want you to worry about. Until you're a diamond, then we can talk about all that other fun stuff where you really start to like jump outside and make that team. But like, don't even talk to me about your blog until you're hitting Success Club. You know what I mean? Like get consistent. So anyway, so you can build a team. So it's me and Rachel. So I can actually assign different people, different tasks. So social. So this is where she and I collaborate together. So you can actually do it almost like a Pinterest board. And you can actually like add graphics, you can add pictures. So for instance, this was from last week. So I had virtual gym Saturday, so I can actually check that off, but I'm going to reassign it for next week because I want to do virtual gym again. I'm not going to like get rid of that task. New groups, book club, Lent, and lifelong fit mom group. So for me, I like to do free groups that like things I'm doing anyway. So don't do a free group if you're not passionate about it. If you don't like making cookies, don't do a free bake swap group. You know what I mean? Like it has to be authentic to you. So Diane, for instance, like you do physical therapy. Like if you and your PT friends if you got them in a thread and like started something PD related to like your profession, like go for it. Like if it's going to make you happy. Like for me, things that make me happy, like leaning into my mom group because I don't know what I'm doing. Like I have a 6-month-old and like I'm actually adopted. So it's like my mom didn't go through a lot of these postpartum things and breastfeeding and all this stuff. So I have a friend group that I put on Facebook and we ask questions every day. Nothing that has to do with Beachbody, but it's all like fun. I have a Lent group. I asked you guys about Lent. I'm like, let's like just like make a positivity challenge or something like that. So I have that going and it's all just fun and it's not extra work because it's just stuff I'm doing anyway that I just share. Like you don't even need content. You don't need to brainstorm ideas. You don't need these like Google Docs. You don't need all this stuff if you're just sharing stuff that's authentic to you. And it takes the pressure off you to feel like you have to constantly plan and post and like schedule things. Like just do stuff that makes you happy and bring people along with you. So I have like all these other checklists. So this one, like I assigned to Rachel to maybe help me next week with recognition collages, like help me scheduling with the team call, like maybe making a calendar. This is from 2 years ago. So it shows you how behind I was. I tried it like, and then I got scared because I was like, oh, Asana's new. Like, I don't like it. So now I know how to use it, so making a calendar, newsletter, like those are all stuff like I'm delegating because those things don't make me happy, but they make her happy. So it's like, it's a win-win and I'm paying her to do it because I can. So things you don't have to worry about till you're making the money that you can reinvest in your business. Like these are all write-offs because it's like all business related stuff, but do not worry about these things till you can really like afford to worry about them. So I'm not going to mark complete, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this task, virtual gym. I want this due. Let's start talking about it on Thursday. Let's start inviting on Thursday. So I make a due date and I'll say 9 a.m. Saturday, and then I can write whatever notes I need to in there, enter, X out, and it saves. It saves on your phone. There's an app, and it saves on your computer. So if you're running to Target and a brilliant idea pops into your head, like it always does, right? When you're like somewhere you don't have your notebook, just like quick pop it in there or like inside of your notes section or whatever. And then you have it and you can actually schedule it out. So that's social. So I have all these tabs that I created. Like you can do it however it works for you. So then I have invites. So these are people that I want to invite. So I have them actually, you can make tabs as to organize them to what you're inviting them to. So for instance, these are people who I had been talking to on Instagram. These are the people I wanted to talk to about Super Sunday who live nearby, who I want to take them. These are the people I'd love to talk to about coaching, but haven't yet. These are people, like I have a note, reach out to all challengers. Not very specific, so not an ideal way to do things, but like that's somewhere to start. If I ever say like, I'm having trouble hitting Success Club. Like that's going to be my go-to. Like I need to reach out to like my old challengers. There's no excuse, you know? And then these are all the other people that I want to start talking to about inviting. Then I have my follow-up list. So these are people I've already talked to about something Beachbody, and I need to like switch the dates on some of these. But like these are all the people I want to follow up for this next challenge who maybe they've talked about it, but they've not quite committed to signing up yet. And then success follow-ups. This is kind of interesting. So you've heard about success partners. I hate that term. I hate it because I think people get so caught up in like the lingo and that you have to like have one success partner. And if it doesn't work, like then you're screwed. Like I think we should all be success partners. And I think we should all help lift each other up. And I've run into scenarios where I thought I had a success partner and they've kind of not screwed me over because it's my own business. I shouldn't have to rely on someone else. But now I'm just connecting with people who I think they're doing things right, or they could help, you know, educate me on how I could better my business. And I make it a point to connect with them. So Jeff Matthewson's like one of our Philly corporate mentors for Beachbody. So I need to connect with him and tell him my goals, because I want to hit like premier. I want our team to be premier elite, because I really do think we could do it if we continue this momentum, not because I want to be on the stage, but because we deserve it. If we're working hard, like we deserve to be recognized for that. And if we're doing things the right way, there's no reason why. Like, I was telling Morgan, like there's girls who have no college degrees who are like making millions in this business and loving their lives and leading their best lives. And like, why am I miserable at my hospital job when these girls are killing it? Like I could do that. So I just need to like put in the effort. So I need to connect with Jeff. Sam is like a Beachbody coach I met through like another team. Like she's not on our team. So, but she restarted her business recently and she's a 1-star. So I want to learn. I'm like, so what are you doing differently? And we share ideas back and forth. Rachel, like I consider her a success partner or whatever, because she has marketing ideas that are really like, I think she's really smart when it comes to that. Mindy, our upline, I've been talking to her a little bit about a few things. I had an issue that I need to bring up, which is just another stressor, but neither here nor there. I need to go to coach compliance because I found out someone has been like poaching a couple of my customers, like, and not giving them the facts. So if you ever talk to somebody and they're already working with a Beachbody coach, like you're supposed to back off. You're supposed to be, okay, that's fine, like no big deal. But there's a girl, I won't get into details. There's a girl that has been consistently poaching some of my customers and coaches. And it happened a few times and I thought it was a naive mistake until it happened to somebody I really care about. And it's because she played them. She played on their innocence. And that pissed me off. So now I have to go to coach compliance. And I didn't want it to come to that. I've actually reached out to this coach and been like, hey, this is unethical. I sent her the coach bylaws, like as far as like compliance. And I'm like, this is what it says about coach ethics. And she gave me some baloney about how she prides herself on running an ethical business. But so I was like, oh, okay, she seems nice. She seems legit. And then it happened to like someone who's like my friend. And I was like, no. I called her, I didn't call her out on, I'm just going to compliance because I already warned her. And I hate playing dirty like that, but I asked Mindy what to do and she's like, no, you have to. So anyway, so this friend was basically like, yeah, like she, like, you know how we do the polls on Instagram stories where it's like, yay, next spring challenge. Yes, I want more information, or yeah, I'm in, or yes, I want more information. She clicked, I want more information. So I reached out to her. Of course, she's already been my challenger. I said, hey, like I'm recommitting. I'm so excited. Do you want to come along this journey with me? Whatever I said to her. And she's like, yeah, actually I'm doing Transform 20. And she said, I've been working with this. I won't name her on here just because I plan on sharing this link. But she said, I'm working with this other coach and I started Transform 20. And I was like, oh, like a little hurt by it, but I was like, okay, like that's cool. And then I thought about it more and I'm like, okay, this is like the third time this has happened. So then I'm close enough with this person that I messaged her and I was like, so I'm just curious, like, why did you go with her over our team? Because I'm rebuilding and I just want to know if there's something I can do better. I'd love to, like, so I can help the next person. What can I do better? if we did something wrong to scare you away, or like, is there something you didn't like? And she was like so apologetic. I feel really bad for her because she got duped. Like she was like really upset about it. She's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. I didn't know that was like a thing. I didn't know, like, obviously I would have never gone with another coach if I didn't think it was okay. I thought you guys all like fell under the same umbrella. I had no idea that meant she was like officially my coach. I thought you were still my coach. So this girl, so my friend that I'm talking about was a discount coach of mine. She canceled her shakes, so then she was just a customer, whatever. She wasn't active in the challenges anymore, but she's someone who I always like care about, but you know, and talk to occasionally here and there. But so this other coach signed her up as a discount coach with Transform 20 and like stole her. And now I have proof. I have the screenshots of me and my friend's conversation. And my friend was like, I swear I told her I was working with you. And that's where I got pissed off. And she's like, yeah, I just found the spot in the conversation that I told her that. Right. So it's not that at that point, you're doing it purposely. Like you're doing it to get points. And that's where I get really mad because this girl's my friend and she feels bad now because she wants to do my challenge, but she just didn't know better because I wasn't like actively running challenges. And maybe it's my fault, but like this girl did it like that. You lose style points and you're doing it wrong, and don't ever do that to someone.
Right.
So anyway, soapbox, sorry, I'm on a roller coaster right now. All right, back to success. So anyway, that's why I had to talk to Mindy. So check mark, talk to Mindy. So these are some other friends in Mindy's downline that said they kind of want to start working the business more. So I've connected with Sam like a million times this weekend. So I'm going to take her off my list because I talk to her every day anyway. So these are people that I want to talk to that can help me. Rainey is another PA coach who we work together at St. Luke's. We're not in the same downline, but she always has really interesting ideas. And I'm always interested to see what she's doing. And she's part-time PA. She works half Beachbody, half PA, and she has like 3 kids. Now, granted, her husband's like in anesthesia, but still, I'm like really interested to see how she's working it. So she's going on Success Club cruise, so I'm going to talk to her then. So it's just like a list. I love lists, man. It keeps me organized. It makes me happy. So new coach. So this is stuff I want to go. So these are some people that I'm talking to about new coaching stuff. So that's just my new list. And then March Challenge group. This is like how I'm keeping my people in order because this is my biggest problem. I would sign people up with a challenge pack or whatever and then like not check in or forget who was even in the challenge because they'd get so big and so busy that I would only pay attention to the people who were working it and not reach out and say, hey, is everything okay? And then find out 3 months later they never opened their package because they didn't know what to do or they were scared or they were whatever. And that's not okay because that's not why they signed up with us. So those are things I'm working on fixing. So this is, so this girl accepted. So I'm going to move her into that column. And then I can adjust some of these because 2 of these people did sign with challenge packs. So I'll put them in here. And then this other girl is going to sign up later this week. So pending, these are just pending my challenge tracker. So all of these people are my customers who I'm allowing in this challenge, even though they don't have Shakeology, but just to like breed that like excitement. So any questions about Asana? So there's all kinds of fun stuff you can do with it. That's just kind of touching the surface, honestly. And then I have some other tabs too, like the Lent group. I'm planning on tomorrow, like adding all the, like when you just want to add, you just say add task and then you write the name. So like, I know my friend wants to do this and then you just like keep going and you just type enter and it's so quick. Like I need to work smarter. So I go back to my home page and then other things I'm doing, branding. So like I want to have a board for like my branding ideas. So Morgan, when you did your call the other night, I actually made boards like you were talking about with Pinterest. I'm doing that here on Asana. So when Rachel is helping me and is like, well, I want to do something true to her brand, she'll see like my different tabs. So you can have a lot of fun with it. I'm still learning it. So if you find out like something's cool or better, whatever, let me know. But that's like what I'm doing. going to stop sharing and see if you have any questions. I think I'm going to stop recording too. So thank you.